Yeah. Nice.
What the fuck, Jason?
Beautiful.
That was, he didn't make it in, Mike. The record came on right after.
I think
It's a damn
did.
shame.
Thanks, Jason.
I'm sorry, I didn't expect a revelation like that to drop as I was hitting record.
Well, you were talking about doing Revelations.
Doing Revelations?
Yes. You know, where the dragon comes and the whore of Babylon, and then there was trumpets and everything burns to the ground. And
Pouring is a big part of Revelation.
Hmm?
Bull's pouring.
Oh,
That's the voice of
pulled
Max
pork.
today.
Yeah, Max broke the camera last time, so
I did
we're just
not.
going to get the voice of Max.
Yeah, where's Max?
Yeah, where is Max?
I came back down and it was broken.
When I move out, eventually I'm going to get a sound. What's it called, John? A soundboard?
Yes, a soundboard.
Okay. Because I'm going to edit out. I'm going to make that Scott or the Justin or Philip game, and I'm going to make a laugh track using Max's laugh. That's what I got so far. And then there was a little clip from the Larry thing yesterday that I told Justin to please save for me.
Huh.
You're absolutely
Okay.
Did I email that to you?
Right.
I think I
Are
did.
the headphones plugged in?
No. We are prepping live. All right, everybody. We'll be back right after this.
We prep.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Three Geeks podcast. And I am so proud to say that we are going to be full Brady Bunch
We have
today.
two guests coming?
When the Petersons join us. Yes,
They're on
we
separate-
do. Oh, no. They're on the
no,
same.
Fuck you.
No.
Not happening.
We were so excited for a second.
Damn it,
You were
Amit.
excited. I did the math.
I'm
That's a
really
rough
excited
day.
about today's show. John and I interviewed the Petersons last August, and I've been waiting for everybody else to meet these people. They're fantastic. They do the little outro to our commercial break that I'm absolutely in love with. But how's everybody been?
Good.
Deep.
Absolute silence.
I'm dead inside, Jason.
Yes.
I've been very, very well because the Animaniacs just did an episode, and I was expecting a crap movie, and I actually really enjoyed the movie, and I think it was a very good episode of Animaniacs. So I've been riding that high for a couple of days now.
Scott, you're
Scott.
I was trying to join with my cell phone so we could have full Brady Bunch. And I thought I muted it, but it was just getting the echo.
Yeah, it's
Don't
the
don't
old
worry about
B-roll.
that.
we tried.
Max.
Yes.
The one thing that film needed was like one or two jive turkeys.
Yeah, I agree. It would have been 4 out of 3 geese if they had some jive turkeys in there. But no, it's I can't wait for the episode to drop. It was a lot of fun. Dude.
That was a lot of fun.
I can't wait to see it because this is the first Batman animated that you guys have had
Oh,
any.
dude, I don't have spoilers.
I didn't say what movie it was, Max. Jesus.
It's a killing joke, and you know it.
There's 275 Batman
not
animated
be-
movies. I could be
not
talking
gonna
about
be-
any of the 275.
And about a handful that are good. So,
I went on a date last night, guys.
hooray.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was fun. We went to Olive Garden. It was
Spread
nice.
COVID.
Yeah, did you
Nice.
wear your masks? Were you safe?
Yes. Yeah, I've been packing. I started
Were you-
working on the back of the behind me.
Yeah, packing like you strapped.
That's right. I am strapped.
Olive Garden is
Strapped to
dangerous.
nines.
You mean cash strapped?
Yeah.
It is dating.
Just like the rest of America.
Dude, no joke.
Stimulus checks.
But it wasn't in the
Moving
Olive
is-
Garden. So.
Moving is expensive because, not only do you have the process of moving, but you got to pay for the stuff that you don't already own by yourself. So like a toaster or a microwave, a vacuum cleaner, and then all the little things you don't think about.
You could do like a toaster oven and have both of those things combined, right?
Yeah. I wanted a toaster oven, Justin.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the toaster oven as well. I feel it is one of the most underrated appliances.
Yeah, especially now. Like back in the 80s, like everybody I knew had a toaster oven. Now it's not like that. I don't understand.
People are like, a what?
What's a toaster?
An air fryer? No!
My pets are weird. We missed you. Hey guys, a date. Yay. Thank you. Yes, a date. And it was yay. I had a good time. Olive Garden is one of my favorite restaurants. I've been on a diet for the last month and a half. I've lost 20 pounds.
So
but
he's got his summer bod going.
I was good when I went to Olive Garden.
In January.
I asked for a little 500 calorie slice of lasagna instead of the like 1900 calories.
The half a pan that they give you.
What's that?
The half a pan that they give you normally.
Oh, I wish.
But I mean, like, did you eat all the free breadsticks? Because then it doesn't even matter.
I had one. I had one breadstick. That was it. I was good.
Like, how many carbs?
Put yourself on breadsticks. It doesn't matter how much lasagna you eat.
Well, I didn't know I was going to be able to get the lunch portion for the lasagna, so I went in prepared to break my diet. So the fact that I didn't break it near as bad as I thought I was going to.
That's like double points.
But I mean, I'm 1,000 calories a day. I
That's
added
like
200 to my diet plan.
Xbox achievement.
Hold on.
Self-control.
So how was the actual date then, Jason?
Yeah, we're just talking about the food.
Yeah.
Food.
She left halfway through, but I had lasagna.
Yeah, she cried a couple times, but the breadsticks.
Guys, the breadsticks are no joke. I love breadsticks.
I will side with the breadsticks on this.
That was beautiful, Justin.
Is this since we went pre-COVID?
Yeah, and I just lost my whole Olive Garden experience to the porcelain gods, and I've never been back.
Jason, I have a question. How many people were in the restaurant? Was it crowded or no?
No, not really.
So is it like you rented out the whole Olive Garden just for you two? Like you have like set candles and shit for you.
Well,
like,
dude, after 9 o'clock, her and I looked around and we're like, we're the only ones left in this place.
He's like, yeah, maybe I rented out this whole motherfucker just for
You wanna go back in the kitchen and see if we can find the full tray of lasagna?
A bowl of fettuccine and just go right in.
She's like, wow, there's nobody here. Jason's like, yeah, you figured they'd be back around with these fucking breadsticks a little more often.
Jason asked her, can you open up your purse? I'm going to put the salad inside of it. Yeah, okay.
Did you bring any plastic wrap?
Try and swipe one of the little like cheese grinder thing.
Daddy's hungry. Let's go.
He just has the cheese grinder up to his mouth.
They win.
Lady's like, yeah, tell me when. They're like,
if you push two tables together, do you get two things of breadstick?
Wow,
Sorry.
Jason is getting his shit together. Yes, I've been doing
Let's
that.
not get carried away. My pets are weird.
It's been about 6 months. I've been working really hard, and yes, thank you very much. Nice.
Seriously, congrats on the date too.
Yeah, for sure.
I know we're focusing on the breadsticks and everything, but congrats on the date.
Do we think there's gonna be a second date? We don't have to talk about it anymore. But we feeling good?
Yeah. I think she's watching this right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Just one of the few.
I warned her.
Let us know in the comments if you like the breadsticks.
Lasagna addiction hurts millions of families a year.
As a Sicilian, I agree.
Every year for my birthday, my mom makes me a whole lasagna, and I eat it all.
You eat the whole thing. I mean,
whole thing.
in one sitting.
Yeah, like Garfield.
If my grandma saw me now, if my Italian grandmother was still alive and saw me, she'd be very disappointed that I was losing weight. She'd be like, no, we got to put a few more pounds on you. Let's get some more pasta going.
That's why Italians make it to 50. That's
Manja.
but it's a good life, you know?
Yeah.
Short and sweet. That's how Italians like it.
Strong.
Meatballs. It's all good.
Justin, is that a Pacers hat?
Yeah, I went to Indiana, right? I'm gonna make sure I get that. And I went on the college night, so there's an IU symbol on the side.
Oh, that's why I was confused. I'm like, it's IU, but is that a Pacers? Okay.
I went to go watch Victor Oladipo because we graduated the same year, so it was all good.
Okay.
I like to watch him when I was in college. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is, but okay.
He's
Yes.
one of the stars of the Pacers.
Oh, okay. He left the Pacers?
No. He's still there. I think he got hurt though. I haven't really kept up. But
I want to say thank you to everybody that is watching us right now. Send in comments, questions. Saj the boss. I won't answer all of them, but flood us with comments. You hit home with some of your questions last week, so give us more of those style questions. I really like those.
Or just whatever. Like,
yeah, live your truth, man. You ask Jason whatever he wants. Ask about the breadsticks. Ask whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's right.
The meat sauce, whatever.
I like just for Italian places. Though, I like more hole in the wall places. I feel like they got more
for sure.
For sure. And I can't do all of it.
I gotta say, the most Italian I've ever felt going into a restaurant that felt like going into my great grandmother's house when I was young is Buca de Beppo. Like that place feels like an Italian restaurant when you walk in.
Do you start talking with your hands?
There's like no single serving. You order like a plate of spaghetti and it's like a platter for 5 people.
Yeah.
Don't go there with just 2 people. You gotta take a squad.
No. Go there with just 2 people.
Scott, I go there for just me and I order the family lasagna. That's why I'm on a diet, man.
Jason's like Jabba the Hutt in the corner.
I gotta say though, since I've started it, I am really a huge fan of Beyond Meat. Have you guys tried that?
Mm-hmm.
I have tried it.
The fake meat, bro.
It's so good. Like seriously,
Look at
so
John's
good.
Face. That's the right face.
Is
I've not really heard that it's that much better for you than regular meat. So I don't know if we're gonna do that whole vegetable switch. I'd rather it be better for me.
Yeah.
I would definitely try it.
Well, I mean,
I just haven't had a chance to.
Is that the same as the Impossible whatever?
I think
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's the exact same. Okay.
Different brand. My Pets Are Weird asks us, what is your favorite restaurant that has since shut down because of COVID? I don't know that I've had any restaurants that I really enjoy.
Do you mean shut down permanently?
Taco Bell guy?
La Scala, and I don't know if you have one.
Oh yeah.
But I think they shut down. And that was
Like permanently?
Yeah.
Rip, dude.
I know TJ's just shut down in Columbus, but I haven't been there since I was super young.
It hasn't shut down yet, and
May.
the reason it shut down is because they didn't renew their lease. I think they're like moving.
Whoops.
Well,
I know,
they intentionally didn't renew their lease. They're like, we're out of here because it was like the prices were going to go up, and they could either buy the lot or their lease was going to go up. So, but the lot was too expensive, so they're like, we're out.
All right. I'm going to try to pronounce this comment here. Sokolowski's University Inn. Is that how it goes?
That sounds about right.
That sounds right. Right on the money.
Yeah. Good job.
I've never been there, but I don't like to go to Cleveland because that place is terrible.
Oh, we had a bad Max had a bad experience in Cleveland during one of our conventions we went to.
Most people at Cleveland had bad experiences in Cleveland. Let's be very honest with that.
Well, that's because they're in Cleveland.
I guess. But if you're going to Cleveland voluntarily, you got to kind of expect that, you're going to Cleveland.
I'm going to stand up for Cleveland.
Yeah,
There's
me
plenty
too.
of wonderful things in Cleveland.
There
I'm
are-
just saying
yeah,
there are
that's
people.
That's
We've got
right.
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Right.
And they also have the Browns in Cleveland.
They did okay
Hey,
this year.
That's not an insult this year, Max.
No.
No.
I'm sorry. They're going to the Super Bowl. Did they win something?
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you bitch about Cincinnati, which is, almost the same distance.
They don't have an indoor facility.
But Cleveland came up. Cleveland came up in the chat. That's why I started talking about it.
Okay.
Some infighting. 3 Geeks infighting.
I did. That's why I started talking about Cleveland. Someone mentioned
Cleveland's a fine city.
Just because you
It's
can't
fine.
do
No, it's
proper
fine.
road
It's fine.
maintenance, Max.
It's fine. I just really enjoy crapping on them, but they're fine.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean, they've got comparable things to Columbus. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, at least they have a football team.
It's true.
Hey, you're better than Broncos, right, guys? Am I right? Am I right?
You know what I found out last year? Oh, not the Broncos. Sorry, the Bengals. I found out the Bengals is like the lowest. Like, they bring in the least money of all the NFL teams. I thought was very interesting. I don't know why Broncos made me think of Bengals.
Because I'm a Broncos fan and Jason's being a dick.
I'm usually a Dick to Broncos fan too.
Here's my only
Nice.
gripe about Cleveland. Okay.
Oh, God.
It's hockey related.
We pivoted.
Stop playing. Stop with the monsters playing in the queue or whatever it's called nowadays. Whatever. It looks terrible on TV. You don't have the fan base to have a 18,000 seat arena. There's got to be another small arena somewhere in the northeastern Ohio where you could put them. So that's my gripe about Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So other than that, you're a great city, Cleveland. Other than your minor league hockey team needs a smaller arena.
And your professional football team.
You said that, not me.
Hey, I mean,
hey, the Cavs are actually doing pretty well. Right
I'm
now.
sorry there are no Broncos, okay?
Yeah. The Cavs.
Oh, gee.
Like, I with the Cavs, I'm always just like, well, maybe you'll get LeBron back before he retires.
I am going to switch this up a little bit. Let's get serious for a minute.
Fly for the best. We love you, Cleveland.
Cleveland, you rock.
Let me throw this up
Drew
on
Carey
the
even
screen.
says so.
I want to say we've cracked jokes on Dustin Diamond quite a few times on the podcast. Unfortunately, he got into some rough business later in his career, but things were starting to finally turn around for him. And unfortunately, he passed away early this week at such a young age. 44 is, it's not a good age to go. I think
Italian.
Shut up.
Lot of
But I gotta say, growing up, I was a huge fan of Dustin Diamond's work. Saved by the Bell was one of my favorite shows growing up, and seeing Screech be a part of the cool kids in high school was something that I always thrived for, even though I don't really understand why, because I proved in high school when we got Fuzzy nominated Homecoming King that we were the popular kids. But Dustin Diamond was able to hold his own with that cast, and absolutely funny guy. And there's a huge hole in my heart from younger Jason is really sad for this loss. And I know he was in talks to reprise his role on the second season of the new Saved by the Bell, and unfortunately we're not going to see that. I hope they do something nice to pay respects to him, but
I'm sure
rest
they
in
will.
peace to Dustin Screech Diamond. And do you guys have anything else to add to?
Did they just not mention him in the?
No, he was mentioned in the first season.
Okay. So
Like I said, he was starting to come around. He was making amends for some of the mistakes he had made in his past.
yeah, I know. Like he wrote that book and everything, and then called out everybody's shit. But no, I was just wondering, if there was Screech is dead, and then now he's dead, and it's like, oh, okay.
Well, the thing about that book is that it was ghostwritten, and that he claims that a lot of the subject in the book was taken out of context in his interviews. Like he's like, basically a lot of the stuff he was like, yeah, they exaggerated a lot of what I actually told them. So, he tried to clear the record, at the moment. But yeah, it's just sad. And yeah, Jason, you're right. Like 44, man, if anything these past couple of months have taught us is that go get screened for whatever if you're not feeling good. Jesus.
Yeah, I lost a childhood friend about a month ago for liver disease. It was undiagnosed when they were born. He was 38 years old, passed away. And that's the reason I'm on the diet, is because, you never know what could happen. So why not start eating healthy now? Because I want to live a long life for my kids, But, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, he goes to the doctor because he's in body aches. Finds out he's got stage 4 cancer. And then 3 weeks later, he's gone, which it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely.
Yep.
And
Take care of yourselves. Yeah, it would be nice if never mind. I'm not gonna get it. But take care of yourself.
yes, and get tested. Rest in peace to Screech. Throw on an old Saved by the Bell episode. I recommend the one with the pasta sauce that they make, where Screech's pasta sauce. It's a funny episode. Check it out.
He was Italian.
Was he? But
tying it back.
let's keep this sad train going.
Hey, you show the picture.
I'm gonna pass it off to Mike.
Yeah, let's keep the sad train going. Unfortunately, yeah, to kind of coincide with that, we lost another icon of screen and stage to go along with Dustin Diamond. Christopher Plummer passed away at, I believe, 91 was how old he was.
Yep.
And, we all probably, whether we knew it or not at the time, experienced a piece of media connected to Christopher Plummer. I remember the first thing I ever, the Browns won that game. It was a big deal. But I remember maybe not having the comments going during a tribute would be a good thing. But I remember the first thing I was ever exposed to Christopher Plummer-wise was An American Tail. I had no idea he voiced the French pigeon.
I did not know that either.
That was the first thing I'd ever heard Christopher Plummer related. And then later on, of course, like, Sound of Music. And he was very well known for like his interpretation of Cyrano de Bergerac. And just astonishing acting talent. I shared the video a couple of days ago of his original recording of Edelweiss from Sound of Music, because he was dubbed over in the movie by another singer. But I actually like his rendition. Like, it may not be like professional musician sounding, but there's a tenderness there and a sincerity that works. And I love too that he just kept working. He was in everything. He was in Star Crash with Carolyn Monroe. So it's like
Skyrim.
So he voiced a character in Skyrim, and was working up until the end. So much so that he was getting other actors work when those actors turned out to be monsters. So
too bad the monsters couldn't get this.
What the?
Instead of him,
just passing off death.
There's a difference between justice and bad juju, but he was working right up to the end. Had Knives Out come out and everything.
I really
liked
enjoyed
Knives
that.
Out.
Yeah, Knives Out was great.
I think
filming now.
Go ahead, Don.
I was gonna say, I think one of the most underappreciated roles of Christopher Plummer's career is the one that he won the Oscar for, because Beginners is a fantastic movie.
How is it underappreciated if you won an Oscar?
Nobody talks about it anymore.
Yeah, it's a good performance. Absolutely a great performance, but not as sticks in the cultural zeitgeist as others. So
I think his most underappreciated role was Murder by Decree. But go watch that shit. It's great.
91 years is a good run. I feel like that's a life well, and like you said, he was working the whole time. I'm not, like, it's sad that he's dead, but like you can't feel too bad about a dude who lived his full life. Like, that's safe passages, friend. And I hope if there's whatever beyond, like, that's all pleasant for you. Like, 91 years, that dude was old.
Yeah, but even his death is like blindsided by Screech here. So which makes me kind of sad, but
and also quality of life. Like, Betty White's still bouncing around.
She's 99.
So, it's like she's still active. So
I think I want to go at like 75.
You have mentioned this.
I got
to it, Matt.
Let's get you to 74 and see how you're feeling.
May I
just say?
Like, okay, we can go a year early. That's fine.
May I also throw in something as well? I mean, not only did we lose Screech, but not only did we lose Christopher Plummer, but for pro wrestling fans, in between those two, we lost Hacksaw Butch Reed, who was a very, very prominent pro wrestler throughout the 70s, 80s, and even into the 90s. He was only 66. Which is still young.
Oh, I got one thing to add to Christopher Plummer. It's a tradition on the Three Geeks podcast, and that is, you, sir, get an Xbox Achievement Award.
Yep.
You did some good things in your life.
Yeah.
Until they go into his basement and find like the freezer full of dead cats.
No, don't shut your mouth, man.
You moved that man.
Damn it, Dan. Now Donnie Darko's going to set his mansion on fire.
But what about the plane, Mike?
What about the plane? It's just the engine. It's not the whole plane.
Yeah, but
Yes, my pets are weird. I'm sorry. Three Geeks podcast does not wish death upon anyone, monster or otherwise. I'm just saying it would have been a better substitute. Fred Carroll, Fred Carroll says this is a lot of geek power. Mick asks, "Who do you think will be the next to go?"
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Not saying that.
Weird.
No comment,
Nope.
Nick.
No.
I
plead
kind
the
of answered that question earlier, Mick.
Shut up!
Just
Why
rewind the B-roll.
No!
Hal Holbrook,
Why? Yeah.
Oh,
No.
and then the Scene Snobs does not endorse the Sound of Music in any way.
Oh, you don't like the Sound of Music,
Yeah,
huh?
he hates hills. He hates music.
he definitely hates singing Hill.
You can't hate hills and music if you're going to watch the Sound of Music, because the hills are literally alive with the Sound of Music.
Well, Mick doesn't like
Man.
life. So there you go.
Yeah.
So there's three
Somewhere out there,
strikes.
somewhere, Julie Andrews is getting her belt ready. She's like, "Where is this boy?"
He hates nuns, Germans, hills, music, children,
Life.
families.
Later, Rosen.
Love.
Oh, dude, I in his podcasting background, you can see a little dartboard with a picture of a nun, like in the center that he throws the darts at. Like, the man really hates this movie.
Oh man.
Hey,
He hates nuns.
speaking of movies, can we discuss the one that I know Mike watched and I watched on HBO Max?
Absolutely, John. As long as you're willing to give us a 3 out of 3 geek rating.
Sure. I'll give you one of those. That's fine. I watched The Little Things, the Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto. Yeah, it's okay. I'll just be very frank. I think you could have put any 3 actors in those roles and the movie would still be the same because they brought nothing to the role. As a matter of fact, I think that Leto was like way over the top, like chewing up scenery like you wouldn't believe. It was okay, but the bar was set high and it came in like right here. So
Well, I've heard part of the reason that that Warner Brothers decided to release their slate to HBO Max was because they don't have the super big confidence in their performances at the box office. And so far, I guess we're seeing that with Wonder Woman in this.
Yeah.
I mean, this probably would have been released in January anyways. Like, it feels like a January dumping movie. Yeah.
Mhm.
I really want to test that theory, though, John. Like any 3 actors.
John,
Dustin
Gilbert
Diamond,
Godfrey.
Pee Wee Herman and Michael Keaton.
Hold on.
Yes.
See, I would go with Bobcat, Gilbert, and I like the Pee Wee Herman. I'd go with those three.
So it's just the most annoying voices you can find.
Yeah. It's the little things.
In a CGI
There's got to
gollum.
be some break, Jason. There's got to be some. You can only have one of the most annoying voices in any movie at the same time. Like, otherwise, you're just gonna go mad and like rampage in the theater or something. Like, there's no.
the body's over there.
You gotta have at least like one like Oscar winner just to look confused during the whole thing.
It's like, how much money am I making here? Can I leave?
I guess it's worth it.
I give it 1.5 geeks.
Ooh.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, me too. I give it
Yeah.
1.5.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I watched The Verdict last night, so I posted on Facebook for people to send in movie recommendations, and somebody recommended The Verdict with Paul Newman. So first, I'd never seen a Paul Newman film until last
The
night.
Hustler?
I haven't seen it, and I thought it was fantastic. Paul Newman. I mean, obviously, this isn't a secret. The guy was a hell of an actor. And
Jason just found out.
Jack Warden, who I had
Newsflash.
seen 12 Angry Men and the Problem Child series. Yes, he was even in Problem Child 3 as the grandfather Jack. I love that guy. I want to see more of that guy's movies too. So I'm going to definitely be opening my heart up to more Paul Newman and Jack Warden.
Paul
also
Newman,
makes-
great actor, makes great sauce too.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I was
For all
going to
of
say
them.
great salad dressing.
Yes.
God.
And The Verdict is it's a 3 out of 3 out of me. I'm looking for courtroom dramas, guys. If you guys see any recommendations, shoot them to me.
Can't get out of map. You just can't get out of map.
No, and not.
Especially ones with a guy with a white suit and
Yes, okay, sure. There's a connection, but there's something about
You can't handle the truth.
drama film
yeah.
that it just captures me, like A Time to Kill, Primal Fear,
Primal Fear is a good movie. I like Primal Fear a lot.
My Cousin Vinny. Like, I love them all.
Capturing.
Give Jason a good courtroom, and you got a watcher for life.
Or
How
you
about
know,
how about Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil?
I've never seen it.
Isn't that Kevin Spacey?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
ooh, can't watch that one now.
At some
I
point,
mean,
I would have to argue that you have to split the people from what they do.
Yes, I
Thank
agree.
you.
I'm kidding.
Thank you, Dan.
Tim. I do not sleep on Liar, 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 Liar is a fantastic courtroom drama.
Yeah, that's a Jim Carrey movie, Tim. I'm not sure if you're very aware of Jason, but
So basically,
Jim Carrey movie.
so not just
multiple
courtroom
times.
dramas, but just like if it's got a courtroom in it.
Oh,
That's-
So
I,
jury duty.
yeah.
Jury Duty. That movie does not hold up, Justin. I've tried to revisit that recently. I
Dude,
saw
that
it
movie didn't hold up when it came out.
But yeah, I thought that movie was just fantastic.
Jason,
All right, Mick says Gilbert's best role was in Ford Fairlane.
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 That's
Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, I've never seen it.
Lauren
and you're gonna
Holly.
knock me for a Kevin Spacey movie. Yeah.
I worked with a dude who loved that Ford Fairlane movie and would quote it like multiple times a day, but nobody has seen that movie except for him. So then he's gonna explain Ford Fairlane to everyone like multiple times in a day, and I don't think I'll ever watch that.
Jack Warden's best role was Used Cards. I will check that out. I'm not a big Andrew Dice Clay fan, but John,
No.
You were, Lauren Holly's in that movie too, which I did not realize. Ford Fairlane, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane. Also, Jason, good courtroom drama, The Trial of the Chicago Sun.
I just watched that yesterday.
Yeah, it's a good
I
one.
liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
If we had go ahead, sorry.
It's probably, it might be one of the better Netflix movies. I didn't feel like it ran too long. I felt like they got the editing on point.
Mm-hmm.
But My Pets Are Weird says, by this logic, Big Daddy is a courtroom movie. No, I wouldn't count that as a courtroom movie.
Yeah,
There's a courtroom in this movie. I'm
I
counting
can
it
go
as a
with
courtroom movie.
Star Trek 4.
yes,
The
there
Dark
is a
Knight.
courtroom in Star Trek 4
Yes.
and Wales.
What
Yeah.
about people just sternly judging other people?
Oh.
Can that be like a hypothetical courtroom?
This is
Sound
like the Die Hard
the
Christmas
two
movie.
old Muppets in the Muppet Show. It's
Yeah.
courtroom drama now.
Basically any Anna Kendrick movie, because she's
Right.
always judging in her movies. So
Yes.
I love Anna
Oh no,
Kendrick.
there are big Andrew Dice Clay fans. I just don't want to know them.
No, they're physically large. They're just
Wait a minute. Time
Man,
out.
shots fired.
Dirty
man.
nursery
I'm gonna
things are
step up.
funny.
I'm gonna step up. Come on. Like Andrew Dice Clay was big when I was like in junior high. You know, I know I'm the oldest one here, but I mean, there was something
Back
about
in
Andrew
the
Dice Clay.
'60s.
You know, there was something about him. You know,
Like,
I'm that guy.
Yeah, John used to love turning on Andrew Dice Clay after a few episodes of Green Acres that he would watch new live on TV.
after I finished the Zima,
Yeah.
you know,
Hey, don't undersell Zima. That stuff's good.
and dialed
for
up
what?
Yeah, it's like fiddling with the ears.
while he's dialing up someone on his rotary Snoopy phone. Yeah.
Yes.
I had a Garfield phone.
His decoder ring.
Oh yeah.
Ovaltine.
All right, guys, I'm throwing it up there. Spoiler alert. Let's talk WandaVision episode
I'm out.
5. We haven't seen Scott yet, so I'm going to go to Scott first. Scott, give us your rundown on the episodes up to 5 so far.
I really enjoyed episode 1 through 3. I thought 4 they blew their load a little too soon. I thought they revealed a little bit too much of like the backstory and what was going on. So I wish they had been like a little bit more in TV land before they're like, here's what's really happening. I know there's still like a lot of mystery and a lot of intrigue, but I thought that was a little soon to be like, here's exactly what's happening and here's Sword and they're doing XYZ. But I still really like all the like the depiction of the snap, the people coming back, and how it's a little more chaotic and stuff like that. And yeah, this current episode I enjoyed a lot because I like how it was a good mix of the two. I like the TV stuff and the real world.
Mike, we haven't really gotten your thoughts on WandaVision in this cast. What has your opinion been up to 5?
I'm fine with it. It's okay. I do enjoy that they're finally I like these actors working off of each other, even if it is like in more exaggerated comedic stuff. Like I do like their chemistry quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I like that Paul Bettany's able to play a little bit bigger than what he usually has to do in the movies. The reveal of what's taking place, I had a feeling that's what it was going to be. The reveal with this past episode, I just feel like that's just cute casting from Disney. Like they're just being like, we know that you think we're going to bring back this character, but we'll bring back this character and this version of this character. But my guess is it's going to be revealed he's just some poor schlub that got written over. Like they say it in the episode, like they recast him. So I have a feeling that's all it's going to be, is just kind of a sight gag and not really amount to much else. It's fine. I'm still not paying for Disney Plus, so no skin off my teeth. So
I think that you might be right. I think it might just be cute casting because he is the people's favorite part of the latest X-Men movies, but because everybody knows that the multiverse is coming. So as soon as you see him, you're like, multiverse has started. But I think that's a trick. I think they're playing a trick on us.
I don't see, like, it could be. It could be just cute casting, but I feel like it's really dumb because, like, since it kicks open the door for the multiverse, like, I don't see why you wouldn't just roll with it. Like, it seems like that would just be a...
You really want more of the Singerverse, dude? You really want more of the...
No, I don't, but it exists, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if we're getting into a multiverse situation, that guy exists in a universe where yada yada yada. So
yeah,
she pulled the next Quicksilver that was that from wherever. Like, I like it in that sense of where, like, this is the story they're trying to tell. But again, yeah, they could just be getting cute, and then it could just be that.
I don't think they're getting cute though, because the Spider-Man movie has all the previous Spider-Man. I mean, that's how they're going to lead into that stuff,
unless,
right? It makes sense to me.
Unless that's all a diversion, and they're going to be cute with casting there. Like, I mean,
could be.
Obviously, they have no compunctions with bringing back actors because J. Jonah Jameson's the same dude. So
right,
but it the multiverse is going to play a big role in Phase 4, I feel, because I think they want to make Benedict Cumberbatch and Doctor Strange basically the new Tony Stark. They want to make him like the fulcrum that everything, kind of has to work off of. Like, he's supposed to be the new Spider-Man mentor. This is going to tie into his movie. WandaVision's tying into Multiverse of Madness. So maybe Wanda's being built up to be the next big villain, which honestly I kind of hope is the direction they go for, because I was reminded of Stan Lee's quote. He's like, the illusion of change, where it's like you tell stories that feel like things are changing or that big occurrences are happening, but then you have to reset everything. I kind of hope they don't. Like, if they go full on, let's make Wanda a reality bending villain, stick with it.
Yeah, I 100% agree. But I like the idea of, because they hinted at it in episode 5, and spoiler alert is up, that Wanda, it started as an unconscious thing that all this happened, but now that she's becoming aware of it, she's keeping everybody there. I like the fact that her emotions just plucked another Quicksilver from wherever and just plopped him into her universe. I like that, because she seemed genuinely surprised to see him at the door.
Or there are theories that, like, maybe, this is what she desired and someone offered her a means to make it happen. Mephisto. I know there's a lot of theories saying that Catherine Hahn, the Agnes character, is actually Agatha Harkness, who plays into Scarlet Witch's stories quite a bit in the comics, I know. Or that maybe this Evan Peters role is actually, someone disguising themselves or casting an illusion to kind of keep her placid and in that contained space or something.
Somebody in my Land of Misfit podcast chat group mentioned that he thinks that each commercial is alluding to an Infinity Stone.
Well, the commercial from this past episode, Lagos, that's basically like where Civil War started, because she blew up that embassy in Wakanda, or the Wakandan embassy in Lagos, and that's what kickstarted that whole series of events. I feel like a lot of these commercials are like they tie in subconsciously to her journey, And that's why I'm hoping this gets a little bit more psychological and it's not just straightforward like we're keeping her in this VR, or whatever. We made her turn her powers on herself type of thing. Then it's more like, no, she's manifesting all this grief and all this trauma she's had to deal with over the handful of years, and it's coming out.
I like that she left the bubble briefly to, interact with the people outside. Like, you guys need to stop.
I liked it too. Yeah. I just wish she didn't have her accent.
Damn it!
I was really hoping.
I was gonna say the return of the accent, or I should say the return and then the leaving of the and then the return again, and then the accent drops off just a little bit, and then it comes back, like all within that one scene.
I think there's a reason we got the accent back, and I'm sure we'll find out.
I'm happy to have accent back. I missed accent.
Did you?
Yes. Accent is its own character.
I do want to say that I thought Elizabeth Olsen's acting in episode 5 was fantastic.
I also really enjoyed the fact that it's kind of there's like some parody elements of Full House on this episode, being the 80s. And I just love how she kind of ties into that.
The twins.
But that was it. It was Family Ties all the way down to the font that the episode opened up with.
There were notes of Full House in there.
Now, those twins are actually like characters in Young Avengers, right?
Yeah, I mean they get created in House of M as well, right?
Oh, okay.
So
yeah. But then like Mephisto like snatches them back, and then they come back later or something.
Who I would be just in the comic books, Professor X is one of the people that helped stop her, along with Magneto and a few others. But how cool would it be to see? I'm gonna mess this guy's up. I'm just gonna say the Chicken Man from Breaking Bad show up as Professor X. Like, I would love that.
The Chicken Man from Breaking Bad.
Carlo Despacito.
Thank you. Gus. Like, what are we talking? Yeah, he'd be great. I love him as an actor. He's great.
Yeah, I've heard there's been rumors.
There's no way that he can be the bad guy in Mandalorian and the bad guy in WandaVision.
That'd be the good guy.
Yeah. Wait, you say you want him to be Professor X?
Yeah, I mean, there's been rumors of that.
I kind of
I believe it. I'd be down.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be bad.
He's getting too many Disney checks at that point. Like, is a man allowed to receive that much Disney money?
And also,
listen, if the mouse is paying, the mouse is paying.
Also, now wouldn't it have to be Professor Javier?
I'm down.
That's actually really funny.
But this episode, I gotta adjust my review of last week. I want to say it was a 2.5 because this episode was just so much better than episode 4. So I give this one a 3 out of 3.
I'm gonna hang around too. I'm enjoying the show. If Disney did the thing where they're like, okay, this is like, if they hired David Lynch to film it, like if they like, it's like, okay, you're gonna do a thing, and because it's still like the Disney version of a thing, like it's still a little glossy for my taste, but it's good. It's still good though. I should say I'm enjoying it. So yeah, it's still 2 out of 3 geeks for me.
Justin,
people just smoke.
I think it's a 2 out of 3. I mean, it was good. It's fun. I love the switching, right, of the breaking of characters and then coming back into character and how they're playing with that. It's a lot of fun.
Scott?
I would give this one a 2. I would say the series as a whole has been a 2 so far.
Don't worry, Dan. I'm going to get to you in a second.
Oh, I know. It's okay.
Dissenting opinions with Dan.
Mike, what would you give it?
I'm around 2 as well. I'm still tuning in every week. I'm just not paying for Disney Plus. So
everybody,
sticking it to the mouse.
I want to say thank you guys for the love. The likes and hearts have been amazing. Please keep sending in those likes and hearts. Please keep commenting. Tim says that she never lost the accent. She was playing a role. You mean
that's a good point.
What's that?
She's acting.
Yeah. Because they mentioned how
in the reality
when Geraldine says Ultron, her accent goes away. Or her accent comes back. Like when she starts talking about Pietro and Ultron's name.
Yeah, when she breaks character.
She goes from being like no accent to accent, which I thought was a good little touch. Sorry, didn't mean to talk over your mouth.
Dan, what did you watch instead of WandaVision?
See, I was going to watch WandaVision, and then I thought I'll just watch something I like. So, and since my esteemed colleagues from Animaniacs have always shot down Beetlejuice, the animated series. I thought I would watch that. And, for being in 1989, it's done really well. It was backed by both David Geffen and Tim Burton. Back when Tim Burton was good. I like that it keeps its weirdness and stuff. Like, this is back when we weren't afraid to traumatize small children with cartoons. And
I wasn't allowed to watch this show as a child.
See, but it's fun.
How dare the Animaniacs not let you watch Beetlejuice for an episode? Think of all the crap they've made you watch, Dan.
No, I'm saying I wasn't allowed to watch this show as a kid. We've never forbade Dan from watching this show.
You have. I brought it up several times. I'm like, guys,
Hey,
let's do Beetlejuice. And you're like, no.
Well, that's different. They just don't want to talk about it.
There's always a better option. It's like Beetlejuice or this thing.
Other shitty Batman movies? Come on now.
Dan,
we can watch Batman turn into a giant Batman made of monkeys. That's fine. Can't fucking watch Beetlejuice though.
Bruce Wayne. I just think Marsha after all the 80s.
But no.
Question about the show, Dan. Who is your favorite neighbor?
I like the French guy. It's the
French
bony
skeleton.
French. Yeah. He makes me happy. The spider I just find annoying.
I do like the cowboy hairy dude and his dog.
Yeah. Yes. He just yells at the dog all the time and then freaks out the dog. He's like, I didn't do it. But yeah, I'm gonna say Beetlejuice actually holds up pretty damn well.
I enjoyed it too. Beetlejuice. I rewatched it.
I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
Nice.
Dang, higher than WandaVision today. All right.
Where are you watching it?
Everything is higher than WandaVision for Dan.
Yeah, pretty much. Technically, I think this is 2.5. Geeks higher than WandaVision because I gave the first 3 episodes a 0.
Now the last two he gave a 0.5.
So it's only
did I? Oh shit. Okay, it's 2.
You gave
what platform did you watch on?
DVD.
Oh, okay.
So you own this TV show and you haven't watched it yet?
Dude, I own a ton of TV shows I haven't watched
Okay.
yet.
All right, I'm just asking.
Sorry.
That's all good.
You're on sale, Justin.
I'm not judging. I'm just asking for clarification. It's all good.
It's like a Steam library. You know how many games I have that I'll probably
Yeah. Holy shit, man.
It's kind of like my comic book collection. I have more to read than I know what to do with.
I keep buying them like every month, and then like half of them just kind of go on the shelf.
Yep. That's my Criterion issue right now.
Yeah,
I bought 2 Criterions in the past 2 months, and I'm like, still need to get around to watching them. One of them is 5 hours long.
Which one?
It's the what is it called? Until the End of the World with William Hurt and Sam Neill.
Oh wow!
It's 287 minutes long, so I'm like, I need to set aside an afternoon.
Yeah, that's an adventure.
Wow. But I saw the movie that the director did previously called Wings of Desire, which was remade to be the shitty City of Angels starring Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
So, Wings of Desire is the better version, so I recommend that one.
At least it wasn't left behind.
Speaking of Nicolas Cage, have you guys watched that History of Curse Words on Netflix?
Yes.
Him on it? That's a lot of fun, I thought.
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
I like to watch Nicolas Cage just yell "fuck" over and over.
Right? Actually, cursing. It's great.
So there's one more thing on the docket that I put in the description before we get to the Petersons and take a break, and that is Super Bowl Sunday, guys. What's everybody got planned today?
chicken wings.
My plan is to not watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, also mine.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to pack. I'm going to throw it on in the background just so occasionally a commercial might catch my eye, but I have no interest.
I'm replaying Mass Effect today.
I'm rooting for the Indians tonight. Go Cleveland.
Did you get the new HD Mass Effect thing? Or
That's not out yet. I'm just replaying the old version.
Nice.
Fair.
Rambler.
Awesome.
I'm going to watch Super Bowl. Actually, we got an episode of Sports Nerds coming live before the Super Bowl, so check us out there. But me and Carp are going to get together and talk a little bit of Super Bowl stuff. But yeah, I'm probably gonna watch the game and enjoy it.
You should live stream through it. Just check the whole thing. Did you see him miss that catch? You saw him miss that catch.
Well, you don't have to actually play.
You don't have to play it. You can just talk about
We're
it.
not allowed to talk about it or whatever. Like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed, Justin? Like some radio stations and TV stations call it the big game because they won't pay the royalties to actually say Super Bowl.
Holy shit.
No, I did not realize that. All right. Well,
Yeah.
then don't do that. It's a terrible suggestion I just made. All right.
And see, I just use Super Bowl, so now the NFL.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I said it too, but
We'll just bleep it out.
it's like,
It'll be fine.
if you listen to like right before the game starts, they're like, you can't record or show any clips from the game. You can't talk about the game. You can't do anything, or else you'll get sued. Like it's a they copyright the shit out of it from the before the thing starts. Like it's hilarious.
I'm referring it as the Tampa, Florida super spreader event. That's what I'm referring to it as.
It should be a good super spreading.
Yes, it should. Lots of spread.
Are they going to make the spread?
Are they going to run the spread option? That's the
Do you
question.
have enough spread for the party?
Oh, Dan.
I don't give a fuck about the game. I just show up for the food.
Boo.
We got beer. There's enough. We're ready for Super Bowl.
That was really not that funny, but it was.
I will be taking in food for the Super Bowl, though. 100%.
So you're not going to watch the game, but you're like, you know what I should do? I should eat tonight. I should do a lot of food.
I've tried.
Jason's going to open up that purse and take that salad out.
Yup. It's like, lucky
What?
I snatched these breadsticks.
Hey, honey, where'd you put the dip?
I've tried watching the Super Bowl. I've always used commercials as my excuse to watch the Super Bowl, but the commercials haven't been great. And the ones that are okay, I can just watch the next day.
Yeah, and they ruin them. You can watch like most of them the day before. Like they ruin them.
They got the Wayne's World commercial out.
I want to see that one, but I haven't been able to find that one yet.
It's okay.
Mitch,
Oh, is it on?
right now?
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Jason, we should open up our own GoFundMe so we can have enough money to do a Matt Talk commercial during the Super Bowl next year.
Oh man, but you have to play your original commercial with all.
Yeah.
Just the original.
Sure. Yeah, both. We'll do both.
Why do you look
Today, we are premiering the Justin cut of the Matt Talk commercial.
I thought it was funny, and that's all I care about.
That is right, folks. Forget the Snyder cut. We've got the Justin cut. And let me tell you guys, when it comes to video editing, Justin is turning into a freaking
This is not true.
Mozart.
Guru.
Mozart. What?
Yeah, he is so good at video editing.
He is.
Dan's good at cleaning up the sound for the audio, and Justin just
He's an Einstein of editing.
yeah. We got two.
Man,
of the
you'd be
best
really
editors.
disappointed when he plays this clip. You're real just talking it up here.
Well, I mean, it's like a Star Wars situation. Like you got to really just make the best of what you're given.
I will give a spoiler. Justin somehow manages to incorporate Cheers into our Matt Talk commercial.
I sure did.
And it's done really well. So
man.
As
I
in
high
people
stepped a
cheering,
lot.
or-
No. Like you'll see. I thought it was funny.
it is funny. I'm starting a podcast with Mick from Scene Snobs. I'm going to try to enlist some of you guys as guests, but we are going to start watching movies, sequels that people forgot about. So I recently downloaded Cannonball Run 3, which I'm surprised that nobody talks about this movie, mainly because the stars are Eugene Levy and John Candy. And the part of the movie that they're in is funny. I'm going to say that. But they're in it for 20 of the hour and 10 minutes I've seen so far.
That's probably why people don't talk
That's
about it a
the
lot,
problem.
because it's the part of the movie that they're
It's
in.
like, Jackie Chan was funny in one of them, but he's only in it for 5 minutes.
2? I think it was in 2, right?
You should give Dan his own corner of that podcast, 10 minutes of here's the things you'll never watch, but I've watched and you'll love. And
I love that Dan has become our Andy Rooney. I love it.
House 3 and 4 will be touched upon during this series, which I didn't know those existed. Parent Trap 3 and 4, again, I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't even know they made a second one.
Right.
I'm relatively sure House 3 and 4 are just renamed movies.
How do you parent trap? Like they should just get divorced, right?
Yes.
Those parents are not very smart. They keep getting caught by children.
All right, everybody. We'll be back right after this quick commercial break.
Talk commercial, take 5. Hey, Jason, have you ever been accused of a crime?
I have not yet, John. But if I ever was, there's only one man I would call, and that man is Benjamin Matlock.
You would be right to do that because he's a guy that can certainly clear your name of any accusations that come your way. It doesn't matter, man, if you're accused of, say, I don't know, murdering your ex-husband live on your TV cooking show, or using a pair of scissors to stab your business manager to death, or maybe you sneak into your landlord's office and off him overnight during the Christmas season. Matlock can get you taken care of. And you know what? He's also a dude that is the subject of a pretty cool podcast called Matt Talk, right, Jason?
Yeah, he is. And I'm so glad John just aired out all my dirty laundry. But it's great to know that when I stab my landlord or I, commit any crimes, I can call the one man. And that one man is Benjamin Matlock.
That's right. And you can check out our podcast called Matt Talk every second and fourth Monday of the month. It's available on all of the podcasting platforms, including Anchor. Just go to anchor.fm/Matt Talk. And it's available through the Facebook page. Of course, that is at Matt Talk Podcast. And you could check out every single episode when they drop. And real soon, it'll be available every Saturday at noon through the Scene Snobs channel. Just look for the Scene Snobs, on Facebook or thescenesnobs.com. Jason, tell them about the email and the Twitter account, please.
You guys can email us anytime at benmattalk@gmail.com. That is benmattalk@gmail.com. One more time, benmattalk@gmail.com. Email me. Let us know what you think of this commercial. Let us know what you think of the episodes. We have some great interviews with Lori Lathine and
Linda Pearl and Scott Valentine and a ton of other great episodes. And by the way, check us out on Twitter. We're just got on Twitter at MattTalk_podcast. And so, ladies and gentlemen, check out an episode. And as they say in court, nothing further.
Hi, I'm Casper.
And I'm Becky Gremlin.
And we're the hosts of Don't Fuck With The Original.
We are a spoopy horror podcast that pretty much covers everything under the genre.
We cover haunted locations. We cover true crime, cryptids, movies, anything you can literally think of. We are all over it.
Everything spoopy.
On Wednesdays, and why?
Wednesdays are for podcast. Thanks, guys.
Hey everybody, it's John Orlando from the PBD Cast. Are you wondering where you can find my podcast? Well, it's real simple. Just go over to pbdcast.com, the online home of yours truly, or it's available through all of those major podcasting platforms. Just search for it in Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, iHeartRadio app, and don't forget that every single Monday night at 8 o'clock, I do a live broadcast of the week's episode of the PBD Cast through the Facebook page. Just go over to facebook.com and search for @PBDcast and join me every Monday night at 8 p.m. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get on out of here. So I'll chat at each and every one of you later.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Scene Snob, McManhattan, and I'm here to tell you guys about thescenesnobs.com. We're a channel of variety, comedy, entertainment, geek-related, sports, the whole 9 yards. We cover almost every genre. And we have so many great shows to choose from. We have shows like the Scene Snobs Podcast, BTB Podcast, The Guapo Show, the Sports Snobs Podcast, the PVD Cast, Jeff Dwoskin presents Crossing the Streams, the Three Geeks Podcast, the Fandom Effect. We probably have the only Matlock-based podcast called Matt Talk, and we're introducing new shows all the time. We have new shows coming up like the Ear Hustling Podcast, Carpool Shenanigans, and of course, From Some Nobodies, Twitching Upstream, and Talking Upstream. So come on, check out thescenesnobs.com, enjoy it, And please leave feedback. Like, follow, subscribe us, and just let us know what you think. We love to have all the interaction. So I, again, am the Scene Snob McManhattan. Check out thescenesnobs.com. You can follow us anywhere on social media at The Scene Snob. And we will talk to you guys soon. Take care.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Gunnar Quaylen.
I'm Jenna St. Clair.
From churchofsecrets.org.
You're listening to John, Dan, Scott, Max, and Jason
on the Three Geeks podcast.
We're back! John's not here. He must have went to the restroom.
Dan is gone and Scott.
I'm here.
But we are joined. I'm so happy to have these guys back on our program because they were one of my favorite guests from last year. We got GQ and Jenna. How you guys doing today?
Oh, no sound.
Got muted, I think, somewhere.
Well, they're great.
How about now?
Yay!
Yes. we were going to have to sign language the whole time.
We're happy to see good acting skills, but they're the one talking in sign language.
Oh man!
And we don't know sign language, so.
And you even I know some gestures.
Was it like a Florida, I think it was a Florida governor who had some lady doing sign language who didn't know sign language.
Yeah.
Oh, that could get ugly quick.
I just start dancing around.
Yeah, she's good at interpretive dancing.
Yeah.
She could probably do a football game, man.
What have you guys been up to over the last 6 months or so?
Gosh, it seems so recently. Like I heard the countdown and said, "Oh my gosh, we're just here."
Yeah.
And it seemed like we were just,
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, we are mostly narrating romance since we last talked to you. We were doing a whole bunch of scary stuff for Halloween.
Yeah.
But since then, lots and lots of romance narrating.
Well, we do sexy. I mean, just look at me. We do sexy erotica.
Yes.
So that's
very spicy.
As spicy as Audible will allow. Audible's part of Amazon. So we do the books that are real erotic.
Yeah, we've had to look up a few words.
Well, that's fun too.
Man, your horizon. It's great.
Yeah.
See if there's a couple clubs in the region. I get it.
Do stuff to try.
Yeah.
A lot of
creative.
BDSM. I found out there's Sonic E-Stem. Remember that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was in a Gene Henry. Sonic E-Stem. So it's like there's Sonic toothbrushes that vibrate the hell out of it. There's Sonic for
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That was very intriguing.
I was like, wow, I wonder if you have to have a lithium battery or if it's got to plug in. I don't know, man. Sounded hard.
Using the hoverboards, because that would be a bad situation.
Oh my god. They write really interesting situations, and then you narrate them. So we practice, and then once in a while we go, let's go back to the room and practice.
Yeah, let's go see how that works.
It's the month of love. We've got a hard on for all you guys.
Bravo.
Nice.
So you guys are method audio
Super
readers.
method,
Yes, a lot of stuff goes on in this studio.
Yeah.
Right. So it is fun, man. It's a lot of fun to narrate that stuff. I mean, we've been married 30 something. God,
coming
time
up
flies.
on 32, I think.
32 in May. So most stuff doesn't embarrass us, but it is kind of funny to learn something new.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Have you ever had like a project that you're like, this is way above, this is like crossing the line that we're not,
All of I was gay last month. I did a gay men in love. It was just cute. They met in a laundromat. It was really cute. And I was both parts.
Yeah. And that's actually quite a popular genre, even for women to listen to.
No, it's for women. This
Right.
one's for women. So there's lots of drama. And, the guy puts his red sweater in the other guy's dryer at the laundromat, and it turns all of his underpants pink.
The other guy.
And they have a fight about it, and then they fall in love, and Happy ending.
Sounds like a home.
Did you feel like a lot of self-love?
Yeah. It was. So like, that was, I was like, well, how gay can I really get, And because I'm attracted to men, but they don't turn me on as much as girls, Maybe Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. We'll both do Dwayne.
Yeah, we fight over Dwayne. He's
Who
mine.
doesn't he turn on? Let's be honest.
You can agree with both of you for Dwayne Johnson, right? I mean, like whoever gets him, that's fine, right?
I think there's enough Dwayne Johnson for everybody. Like the dude's
true.
huge.
That's a good point.
You both be flying Dwayne Johnson. That's for sure.
If you hook up with Dwayne Johnson, at least send me a selfie,
It happened. Yeah, he's got a restraining order on us, I'm sure. Just that stalking. Every time he looks out, he's eating dinner out the window. They're here again.
Yes, people will be in touch.
Dinner without them hanging out. We've done one where the girl called the dude daddy. That was a little weird for me.
Yeah, that was weird for him. It didn't really bug me.
Oh,
but
yeah.
He made her call him daddy.
Yeah, he's a dominant guy, and he'd say, he just made her call him daddy. Hey, it's one of our best-selling books.
Yeah,
that's a kink. Yeah, it's like you got to say it a specific way. You got to be like daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not incest. But yeah, who's your daddy? It's not incest. It's just a kink, like Jason said.
Yeah.
So that sells real well. So I'm like, what the hell? I'm your daddy if that'll make me money. Money talk, shit.
Now it's a series of 20 books. Like,
yeah. It was Billionaire Daddies. It was a Billionaire Daddies series.
Oh, and we did one where Aldrich, where this is a cute story. So it's sci-fi. So I grow up on this planet that nobody touches. It's very sterile. Nobody touches. And I am beamed to his planet where he's the king barbarian
of the planet. Yeah,
and
there's tiki torches and drums and a mating ritual going on. She's trying to find the portal to sneak back
to get away.
Yeah, so 10 minutes in, my first line is, "Come to me."
Is this Star Trek Discovery Season 5?
Yeah, that's what it was.
And the whole time, he's a barbarian, so all he knows how to do is spank me.
Oh God, yeah.
Because any little infraction, the whole thing is just pummels my butt. The whole book.
People said, "God, you got to give her a break."
I was like, well, honestly, for a barbarian, that's pretty tame, I'd say. A spanking.
Very affectionate.
Well, that's another part of romance where they call it, it's consent. If it isn't, no means no. But in a romance novel, there's a thing called dubious consent. And dubious consent is kind of where the guy grabs her, takes her under force, and then she starts going, I kind of like this. And that's called dubious consent. And that was that. Because I throw her on my horse, I take her to my castle, and proceed to do stuff to her they didn't do on her planet, which is really clever because she was an adult woman, but she was a total virgin. Nothing had ever happened to her.
Right.
And a barbarian, he'll do it all. So.
And then we fall in love in the end.
Yeah, in the end, yeah.
We live happily ever after in the castle.
That's true. They all end up.
Isn't there like a genre that deals with since you're talking about sci-fi, but isn't there a genre of erotica where there's like Bigfoot and like woolly mammoths and weird stuff like that?
Yeah, dinosaurs.
Yeah,
dinosaurs. Thank you.
That was the one I was most freaked out. We haven't done one of those yet.
We have done one. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. There's a writer named Chuck Tingle. Like that. That's his writer's
sure
name.
There is. Whatever.
But no, I mean he does this particular set of erotica. Like it's about dinosaurs, Bigfoot, existential themes. Like you can have sex with your own ennui or something. Like it gets there's like deep dive stuff. Yeah,
I bet there is.
Mike, I'm sure there's a guy named Chuck Tingle. I'm just saying that his name, sure. Like my friend Pat McCrotch, I'm not sure he exists either.
If you were born Chuck Tingle, would you change your name?
No. How would you?
I would.
No, but you got beat up in middle school a lot. I'm saying that.
or do you just try to live up to that? You know,
Oh my god, yeah.
Just wait till you get to
My
college.
parents saw greatness in the-
That's not bad.
So,
We've
what
all-
is some of the worst plot devices in some of these books you guys have read?
Oh,
The-
you got to be careful picking on anyone. The worst thing is when a book is really someone's new, they got to take the time to really be a perfectionist. I
Edit
don't
it,
not
fully
be too
edited.
harsh on people. Some of them are good friends of ours, and some of them are New York Times best-selling authors. You know who you are, and they just it's like you get 2 chapter 5s, or they forget to close quotes. And when you're reading a character, that's in quotes. You know what I'm saying? So when you're doing, oh, Karen,
Hi, Karen.
so happy Sunday. So you gotta have a open quote, and I might be being my good friend Pat McCrotch, you know, he stuck his wiener in the pickle slicer. Want to know what happened? They fired her too.
He bled.
You know, actually, another narrator told us this story. So he narrated a book, and it wasn't until the last.
He's Spider-Man
page-
right now. He's Spider-Man in a cartoon series. This
Yes.
is a big narrator. Okay.
Yes, it wasn't until the last page that he said in his
Deep Irish
Deep
brogue
Irish
or whatever, or
brogue.
maybe. Oh, anyway, the accent was dropped on him like a bomb on the last sentence. He had to go back and do the book and put all of that guy's lines back in a deep Irish, you know.
So that's an
Oh,
example
man.
of you know, that's a major fail.
It's like, you know, some of the authors play tricks on us, man. That one lady, she thought, what can I put in? Huh?
Do you get to charge double when they do that to you? Like,
God, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
really.
Yes.
Yes, really.
That would be fun. You guys see all this? My Jenna hates this. Do you
I'm-
see? Can
I'm
you
not
see?
into fur.
She doesn't like my whiskers. This is gonna stay here till the Bucks win a Super Bowl. So either tonight or I'm gonna look like ZZ Top.
Is there a bearded character? Can you just tell you're getting into character?
Yeah.
Is
There you go. There you go.
Some of them are.
I'm hoping you look like ZZ Top. I don't want to see Tom Brady win. I'm
Oh, really?
seeing that dude win.
He's gonna win.
How?
We've already seen this. Let's start the journey of Patrick Mahomes. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Tom Brady is already the greatest of all time. Like, can we get somebody
No,
else?
that's true.
That's true.
That's
That's a valid
true.
point.
Well, we're
Yeah.
in Utah, you know, and Andy Reid's a Mormon. So everyone here's got faith, you know.
Mm.
But we're the rebels.
Oh, is he a Mormon?
Andy Reid's the coach of the Chiefs.
I didn't know that.
I think he was a helper, wasn't he, back at the Pack when Favre was a big. She doesn't know anybody but linebackers. That's all she knows. Yeah.
Well, this is a cute story. So, you know, we were watching football a couple years back, and I was like, you know, how big are these guys, you know, in real life? And because Gunnar here is 6'4", and he's like, well, you know, linebacker, because I love linebackers. Well, you know, they're 6'4", and how much do they weigh? Oh, you know, I don't know,
250.
Yeah. And I'm like, how much do you weigh? And it was the same. I'm like, I've got my own linebacker.
I was like, well, I'm not quite as tough as those guys, but I'm roughly their dimensions.
Yeah.
That was fun. I got my own football player. Yeah, man. Clay Matthews walks on the field and she'll be just dab, and then he comes out on the screen and she's like,
Well, he is a Viking god.
Yeah.
yeah, Clay was rocking it. Well, and JJ Watt, anybody. You know, if I ever come and hear a lot of noise and there's a tie on the bedroom door, it'll be her and a hot tub full of linebackers. That's what it'll be.
You're welcome to join in.
You
Bring a couple cheerleaders.
slut. That's a fun part of narrating too, because you get to say rotten stuff. You get to play a bad guy and say horrendous, shut up, you fucking bitch, you know?
Yeah.
And then you go, oh yeah, I wasn't thinking that at all. That was my part. That was my character, you know?
Love you, honey. Yeah,
love
It's all
Shut
role
up.
play. It's all good fun. It's like yeah.
Yeah.
And they have drama, man. There's usually a bad guy. Sometimes he's stolen a kid, like the ex steals their kid. Shut up, you stupid bitch. Or you stupid bitch, shut up. And I'm over here. Why do I keep rehearsing that? I want to be good for the part. Yeah. Hi, honey. Yeah, you do. That was hard at first. playing someone really bad. Then later, you guys are into Cobra Kai, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Some of you. John, what's his real name? Martin Cove plays John Kreese. He said, "I love being John Kreese."
Oh, does he?
Oh, he loves it.
Does a good job of
hate his freaking
Yeah.
guts. He's like, it makes me laugh. I get out in public and people are staring at me, and but it's fun to be the bad guy. That's a fun part to get.
Like if you guys have to narrate something like you're saying, like truly despicable, like do you need a minute like apart from each other? Like if you just sat there and listen to him talk about how he killed like 33 children and liked it. Like, do you maybe he's like, you know what? I don't even want to look at you right now. I know Does that ever happen?
Along those lines, we did narrate a true crime book that we discussed these true crime stories, and it was written very well because it delved into the different things that made these crazies what they are.
Oh, and the victims too. She went way into what happened to victims, who they were, and
that was troubling to narrate.
That was the most disturbing narration we did, was true crime. Yeah,
but the author was good in that she said, let's look for one thing, so if you see somebody and it doesn't quite look right, say something. For instance, this one family that had all these kids in California, and they were
everyone said, yeah, I knew they were weird for years, and it's like, but no one ever said anything.
Yeah, they had like 12 kids in California. They just a couple years back, they just they broke free. But anyway,
we're harsh in their buzz, man.
Yeah, sorry.
That's what happened to us too. It's like, I got to get back into domination.
Yes.
No, it's all good. I'm curious, does it help a little bit if it is like more procedural, or if it is like something based more in like nonfiction, to be able to just kind of think of it more as factual than putting on a performance or anything like that?
Yes, it's easier to narrate. It's easier to do the news, And in today's news, Kamala is biding her time. You don't have to. You don't have to put any. In other news, a hurricane tore apart the Three Geeks podcast. Jason is said to be recovering well. Mike is in trouble. You don't have to
that checks.
Mike may never speak again to any of us, just to us. When you're just doing the news, that true crime book was April 24th, and this guy was driving his bus. Ariel was tough to read, and he abducted these women, kept them in his basement. It was just news. You didn't have to be Irish or Scottish or, she does a fabulous East Coast. Do your Sarah.
Oh, stop it.
Well, it
was the first disaster in Alaska. I can't remember what else. Chomp. The moose was just chomping on the pumpkin all day long.
Yeah, we had carved a pumpkin for the neighbors to admire. Heard a noise, went outside, huge moose, chomp. I was like, oh my God, you should do Sarah all the time. Just kills me, that East Coast. Sounds like Rhoda Morgenstern to me. So
I have a question about that, but Karen is asking, how about when your character is killed off?
That is a cute little joke. Karen wrote her first book about Grace and Grant.
Karen, you evil bitch.
GQ was Grant.
Brings this up.
I was Grace. And through the course of the book, I die. I just had my birthday. I die. It was awful.
Oh my God. And that's when I killed her, Your Honor. She made us read it live. And I broke up, man. I was like, I'm just an armor-coated marshmallow. So I'm reading about her death. And I'm like, I need a little break. And Karen's like, no, keep going. I'm like, Karen, I need a break. She's like, keep going. As I'm reading this thing, and pretty soon I'm at the funeral, and I'm just like, a narrator is down. We have a narrator down. I can't narrate funeral. I was just too broken up by the story. And of course, she's over here. I wrote that shit. I made Gunnar Quaylen sad. So that's why she's bringing it up.
Yeah.
Because she's proud of herself.
Yeah.
I got a question. When you guys are doing the audio books, do you ever hear an accent from each other and be like, hold on to that for tonight, because that accent needs to play out again? That's fantastic.
Oh, that's a good idea. You want to have Sierra over for dinner tonight?
Sarah sounding excited. That'd be fun. Do that. God, yes. Oh my. Oh, you're Lydia. She does a great high British because there's low British like Liverpool. You know, that's Monty Python. Right. What are the paved roads of what the Romans ever done for us? And then high British is the Queen. You know.
Oh, yes.
And she
You're
does
a naughty-pated old fool.
There she goes.
Felt like I was in Harry Potter.
Do more. That's what I want.
Is there any accent you guys don't have down yet?
Mm-hmm.
Is there just something you just refuse to do? You're like, nah, we can't.
Gunnar does an excellent Hispanic.
Oh, thanks.
You do, yes.
Well,
yes.
you get you don't tell people this. You get guys you like in your brain, and you think Antonio Banderas, man. He's kind of smooth.
Yes.
Or you got your Cheech Marin. Yeah, Dave's not here, man. This is Dave. You're just having fun with the different. Or my favorite Mexican, Speedy Gonzalez, and his cousin. I love the cousin named Speedy. When you cheese from the tacos, and you're practicing this shit. I do a pretty good John Wayne. You guys forget all these pissants. I'm going on the 3 Geeks show. Spock, you on 3 Geeks. So you're having a lot of fun doing practice. Like, zoinks, we better get out of here, Scoob. And that gives you, it's audible interest for the listener because they're waiting for different characters. When she gets a lot of characters to do, I'm in heaven because I'm like listening to this short course and how to switch from high British to East Coast to kind of a strong cop from Reno. And I don't know, you get proud of your spouse. So working together is really cool because you're we're on their side and we sit and correct each other. Yeah. Right during the
You didn't do that right.
Story time at your guys' house must have been awesome. If I were your kid, I would be like, read me a story, please, all the time. I'd be asking you to read stories.
It was different. We would do Dr. Seuss, Redfish, Bluefish, but that would have to be Russian. Redfish, Bluefish, I kill you.
You will get fish. I will kill family.
They're sorry, but the redfish is busy. Yeah.
All of our kids are very funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the kids they're stand-up comedy and all that. They do all that shit. We have 3. So we drove them crazy and they took it out into the world.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Are they big fans of the audiobooks?
No.
It's so weird. Like,
Listen to hear mom about the BDSM again.
Oh my God. Yeah. They don't even go by the door of because orgasm scenes are loud.
Why not?
Yeah. Didn't you guys share with Jason and I a story about didn't one of your children bring like a bunch of friends home while you guys were recording? They were like, go home.
Yeah. They bailed pretty quick. Yeah. Well, and seriously, when you're doing, in a romance novel, 90% of it that's why we like Samantha Cole. We're doing books with Samantha Cole and Cherise Sinclair. They have a lot of excitement in them. So there's a whole lot to read besides the sex. So it's only 5 to 10%. If that, maybe.
I don't know. It depends on the book, really.
Yeah, well,
my joke is an orgasm an hour.
Yeah.
For some authors.
Some authors fit a lot in there, man.
Yeah, a lot of action. Yeah.
And you got to have a thick skin. Anyone listening is thinking, "Oh, that sounds fun to be a narrator." It is fun. It is fun. It's really fun, but you got to have a thick skin. People say shit like, your orgasms sound stupid, and I was like, "Those are real orgasms, lady." You know what I'm talking about? Mine, they do sound stupid.
Goof troop orgasm would be great.
Yeah, I'm freaking at work here. Oh my God. Yeah, that's funny shit. But yesterday, best blooper we ever had. She's reading about a person named Audrey packing the groceries. And the way she read it was she said, and Audrey continued checking out the groceries. And I said, sounds like she's checking out the groceries. She's just supposed to be checking out. She's like, well, they were sexy groceries. And I'm like, oh my God, lady, I'm not that kind of cucumber. And then she's like, put me in a salad, put me in a salad, put me in a salad. I'm like, yeah, the cucumber's alone with candles. It's freaking out. And she's like, it's been a long winter, you know? Like, holy shit. It was funny. Oh my God.
It's organic.
Yeah.
Dude, there's no pesticides here.
That's important nowadays. Organic.
Yeah.
Welcome to Whole Foods, everybody.
Yeah. You don't want to stick any chemicals in there. Holy crap. Some kind of pesticide or who knows.
Yeah.
And
You numb your
rinse
nugget.
off your vegetables, people. That's just a safe tip every time.
My Pets Are Weird says, OMG, you two are adorable. Smiley face.
Well, they're talking to Jason and Mike, I think. Oh my God, we're crazy, lady. That's what we are. Or my pets are adorable. It could be a dude. We are crazy for sure. We've let's see, 34 years together and always worked together, always been together. And then one day I decided I'd like to. I wanted to do voice work, so I did an audition for a romance, and it never occurred to me to read the girl parts, but a lot of narrators do. The guy who does Harry Potter, Jim Dale does Harry Potter, does all the characters. But I just said, I got a girl. You want to be the girl?
Don't be the girl.
When we did our first, and that's called. I know. You got experience being the girl.
Yeah.
That's called duet. When you have a woman right in the studio, or a guy. I mean, each part is every girl part is read by the woman, every guy part by the guy, and it turns out that's kind of cool. That's called duet, and it's in demand.
Yes.
But it's easy for us because we're right here.
We're right here.
Yeah, and we don't.
When I listened to the audiobook for Gone Girl, I like that they did that. Like the female was reading the female part and so forth.
So if you come up on a book with transgender, do you switch roles then? Like do you start and then like maybe they do something and then she does it?
That we haven't done
We haven't had that.
Not a transgender yet, but it would depend. If it's a young kid, I'll do young boys. And hey.
We are going to cut this down.
Go. 18, 19, yeah, no. I will perform. Hey, man, stop picking on, because we have a little, what are those called, playground scenes? They're at recess, and these are like flashbacks. Yeah. I have to do those, and so I'll do that. But young enough, then Jenna takes young people.
Yeah.
If it's real young, then it's her. So sometimes we have to perform it to decide who could do it, and depending on who the transgender character was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't had that in a book yet.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
We have been I was a bear and you were a wolf.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, that's paranormal, and they do shapeshifters.
Oh.
So you were a wolf, I was a bear. Yeah. And yeah, vampires and all sorts of stuff. So it's really a fun thing to be. It's therapeutic, just like really good during lockdown, because we got to be in a studio anyway. But we go away. We're in Alaska, or we're in wherever the setting, New York. We were in the Bahamas last month, quite a bit. Turks and Caicos, and now we're kind of thinking of booking that for real because it sounded fun in the book. Yeah.
So duets are hot right now, you said? That's the
duet.
Yeah. Jason, you want to do a duet? Huh?
Sure, John.
Let's
get some Matlock fan fiction and let's go to town. Oh, some of that is erotic too.
Oh, God.
No.
You guys
the nursing home crowd's gonna eat it up. It'll be great.
Tyler, come here for a second. Sure, Ben. I want to show you my hammer.
Oh my God.
Oh no!
I'd say find another show first.
Well, this is fun. Now we're just watching you guys. It's like, we have a book to promote. Read our new book, Sexy Sugar Scrub and Massage, 2nd edition. So we're in a little. This is hot and spicy. We actually had to do a G-rated version because all of our friends they couldn't handle this, man. The illustrations. Our illustrator was cool. This guy who drew these. So this is great. We're going to be giving one of these away. Maybe your friend who said my pets are weird, we'll send them a code for this. And we're going to have on Amazon free. This will be free for Valentine's Day. So Sexy sugar scrub and massage.
Let's talk about it.
Americans have to put sugar in everything. Like, you can't even have a bath scrub without sugar in it.
It exfoliates the skin, Max.
That's right.
Sure it does.
When,
It also gives you diabetes.
There's no sugar in this, Max. My
when you're
coffee cherry drink.
When you read that book, do you play "Pour Some Sugar on Me" by Def Leppard?
Yeah.
you have to.
Nice.
You have
We really
to.
did write this book
Yeah, we wrote this book
about, I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago.
8 or 10. That's why
Yeah.
it's second edition.
Yeah.
It's available in Audible. Back when we were awful, we were terrible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We weren't narrators yet. So,
Yeah, I was going
So-
by my real name back then. It's not Gunnar Quaylen. It's Jeff Peterson down here. So it's not a secret, but yeah, we really do this. We did one before the show. That's why we feel so good.
I know. We figured
We
ourselves.
taste good too.
We're sticky sweet.
It smells like
Def Leppard. Is that who did that song?
Yeah.
Was that Def Leppard? Because my favorite Def Leppard is Roll with the Changes or whatever. As soon as you are able.
Can you throw that book up one more time?
Oh, that's Aero Speedwagon. Sorry, you're right.
Can you guys throw
Yes.
that book up one more time?
Oh, okay.
Sexy sugar scrub and massage. Advanced and
Definitely check that out, everybody, for sure. They're not
Oh,
leaving
yeah.
it. I'm keeping them around longer.
.com. You can go to sexysugarscrub.com and it'll link you to the book.
It's something for couples to do in the
Right.
shower. It just
Right.
gives you something extra, something new.
Foreplay, man. You get
Yeah.
you get them all cleaned up too. You don't have to worry about hygiene. You know?
Hose them down first.
Yeah, I'm all for hosing them down. You don't want to just jump in there, get everything all handled. It's great. These are nice. There's a lot. Telling you, we were the models for this illustrator. So let me just show you, because
Stand back.
this guy was very diplomatic when he got to this, because I'm like, wow, that is one giant cock. This guy takes the whole freaking page, right? And I'm like,
You sure?
oh, here we go again. Here you go. How to touch the tip of a wiener.
You sure there wasn't like money exchange? This would be like,
I paid the guy.
be like, look, when it comes to this illustration,
just do me a little favor,
Do that masonry, dude. This is one of my favorites, where you get the girl's butt all sugary and you pull her against you. And look at the six-pack on the dude, man. So,
Mom, if you're watching this, tune out.
it's fine. It's fine. They don't have nipples. They're okay.
No,
the only thing
look right now, dude.
The only thing I can think of is that movie Orgasmo with the stunt cock.
Yeah.
nice. The stunt cock. That'd be great, man. Oh, geez. Foreplay and right at the moment, grab the stunt cock. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Yeah.
So
that's
what do you two like to do when you're not working? Let's,
Jesus.
Well, we live in southern Utah. It's just gorgeous.
Pretty.
Gorgeous mountains, wonderful hiking. It's just so pretty.
A couple hours from Vegas, though. That's where we go.
Yeah.
So-
We're a short drive, about 3 hours to Vegas.
Mhm.
So, we escaped there quite a bit. We used to before you couldn't, but
Parties and dancing. We're okay. What are we like? We dance for recreation. That's how we met, and so we're still dancers and ballroom and go to lessons and we follow groups, and we follow groups of dancers and groups of bands. So but Vegas is a great place to go for that. It's just last year sucked.
Yeah.
You couldn't go anywhere for any fun. So
yeah.
Yep.
I'm curious, what step is your forte, do you think? Like what routine or dance do you feel like you excel at?
Salsa's our new favorite. Salsa.
We're real good at East Coast swing. We can do them. We can do a lot of dances like waltz, and we can do a lot of others, but salsa is our favorite to do.
Yeah. Because you can salsa to almost any song.
Yeah,
we found out.
It's the most we went to Mexico, Cozumel and Playa del Carmen, and we did a bunch of stuff. We do a lot of things. We ski, we scuba dive. We're kind of when we get with our friends, we're with extremists. A lot of our friends have been porn stars or they're sex therapists or they're something really radical like writers and authors. So when we get to Vegas, we're meeting with people that are really adventurous.
Yeah, adventurous. There you go.
Well, yeah, skydivers,
experimental.
Skydivers, bikers. We're friends with a lot of veterans outside of narrating. So that's the fun stuff. But I would recommend anybody get into dance. But we went to Mexico. I mentioned that. And we thought, we're going to show these guys how to dance. Let me tell you. Hell. Those Latinos, man, they can fucking dance. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Ay, caramba.
I was blown away.
I left with my little, what do they call us? I can't remember what they call white guys.
I don't know.
Gringo?
Bastante bien for un gringo cross. Yeah, one gringo with his tail between his legs because I just, shit, they could dance. Holy crap.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, everybody too.
Yeah.
They were really cool with us. I mean, they made a spot and let the gringos try. And we were, jazz hands and shit, and throwing it out there. And I just watched them. Oh my God, it was inspirational. Made me want to go practice.
Yes, they are into their salsa.
Yeah. Sure. Well, they live it, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
More than, it's their national dance. And then kizomba and salsa's it. Salsa's my favorite. There's a girl named no, I can't remember her name. Sarah, I think. She does kizomba and she teaches it to other women. It's where the guy just stands there and kind of lets her dance around and she wiggles her ass off. Love that shit. Kizomba. You guys should check it out. Holy crap.
The guy in that one. Like, I feel like I can get that's more my speed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just standing straight up. Like,
I'm telling you. The most I saw, some guy was dancing with I want to say Sarah. What's our friend Leroy? No,
Lisa.
it's not. Yeah, not Garcia.
No.
Anyway, her name's Sarah. Look up Kizomba Sarah. She's the goddess of this. And she's dancing with some dude, and all this guy did at one point was go. And that was about his whole move through the whole dance. So you would like that. She's busy though. Yeah, it's a dance for girls. In fact, they call it that. Showing off your woman or something like that. So girls love to twirl.
We do. We love to twirl.
They love to be twinkled.
Yeah.
I'm hearing something.
Oh, it's coming.
Jason's on it. He's looking this up. He's on it.
He's Googling the dance, I think.
That's right.
He's checking on the audio too.
TurboTax.
TurboTax. Sexy.
Oh, that's good. That's Sarah right there. Now watch her and watch the dude.
He's got a lot of hand movements going on. That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
That's the most I've ever seen a dude work.
I'm impressed she could do this in heels.
Yeah,
Oh,
those are high heels.
That's all she wears is those tall heels.
Nope, this is already outside my skill level.
Yeah, I can't do that.
They go a little faster in one called Neo Me Toca. Jason, since you're doing that, dude, Neo, N-E-O-M-E, Toca, T-O-T-A, with their, Neo Me Toca. Watch her go.
Polka?
No, T-O-C.
I don't think we would have watched polka.
No polka, man.
Yeah, really excited,
Dude's angry.
Grab your accordions. We're in this.
Brace yourself.
How did we get angry out of that?
Yeah.
T like Tom.
What's that?
T like Tom. Toka. It means
Toka,
don't touch
not
me.
polka.
Yeah.
Oh.
Neo Me Toca.
Yeah, that's how white we are on this podcast.
Could you do polka though?
Oh, did you say polka? Yeah, let's do polka.
God, no. Yeah.
Sexiest polka you'll ever
Hey, at least I remember to share the music, okay?
Yeah, look at this guy, how little he tries, man. He just about does the dance.
Yeah.
Right at the start.
Oh, I'm just gonna sit down. I'm good.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's my skill level right there.
here.
Oh, I
There
can
you go.
do the left to right clap thing.
No, he goes a little faster.
Right,
That's
clap.
good. All right, now it gets easy for him. Now he's gonna show you he barely moves.
Coming soon to Three Geeks podcast. Three Geeks salsa dancing with Max.
Yeah.
And polka.
And polkas, like yeah.
Polka
Only
from
if
your
we
home.
can do this at all.
Polka from
Yeah.
your You gotta buy an accordion now.
Like even this routine's making me feel out of shape. Like, jeez.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, man, I gotta try harder.
Not with polka.
We don't look like that
ready to go.
Yeah, we don't look like that either.
No. Yeah, he just barely moves. And she does all the work.
She's got quite a butt.
That's for sure. Sarah teaches that to other ladies, so she's the champion, I think, of Kazumba.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, thanks for taking a look at that.
Yeah,
our pleasure.
Bugging me for weeks.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I went around for weeks going, "What the hell is that song?" I thought I'm checking everybody, Timberlake and Britney, and who are the new ones, man? That I just really like some of the new singers. Anyway, I knew them. I looked them all up, couldn't find it. It was driving me crazy. I found out that guy that sings Neo Me Toca is from Portugal, and he's a big deal there in Europe.
Oh.
Man, I found. I said, "Oh, that's where I heard it was this freaking dance," and it's great. That song is awesome. Neo Me Toca has some stuff. Yeah, that's where a friend of mine was trying to find out, whether I was liberal or conservative by telling me, yeah, I'm really into Neil Young and I really like, you know what I mean? And he's trying to get me. So he says,
Bye, Karen.
Bye.
Bye, Karen. Thanks for listening.
It was fun to see you. And I seriously, I told him with a straight face, I'm like, I find all my music by watching people dance to it. And then we choose what we're going to dance to. And that's how we choose our music. So it's really embarrassing to say I really like Bieber because he did Despacito. Because we love to dance to Despacito. Of course, the recordings by who is that? Fonzie.
Yeah, Fonzie and
yeah.
Was it J Balvin? No. But
I can't. I know who I mean.
Yeah.
But Fonzie redid Bieber's song. He wrote it, which I'm like, damn. So now I like Bieber?
Don't tell anybody.
I know, right? So I'm performing homosexual romance, and I like Bieber, and I start wearing mascara. Yeah. I'll do the trans part since Mike asked.
Is that the Fonzie you're talking about right there?
Yes.
No.
I had a feeling that you'd work a way to get Peter Winkler into, or Henry Winkler into it. It's not Peter Winkler.
Oh, Peter.
Peter Winkler is an author of erotica, Mike. That's
I'm thinking of someone else. Sorry.
Peter Winkler.
I know. Exclusively Happy Days erotica.
I know John is dying to ask you guys, but is there any courtroom erotica that you have read?
Oh, stop it!
My God.
Yeah, it was that Paul Newman show that you were talking about. It was so good. No. Courtroom erotica. Oh, my God.
Where'd you put that gavel?
Okay.
Bang that gavel.
You
Just
get
like
that.
there's a niche there that you can corner. Okay, you can corner the.
There you go.
How many ways can you hide a gavel? I'm sure I can figure it out.
What's under this judge's robes?
I mean, I feel like GQ and Jenna would be happy to read some of your courtroom erotica.
They would not be sexy at all.
No.
I'm afraid we'll have to have a mistrial.
Yeah. It would. Yeah. That's wow. Well, I think turning something exciting that isn't, that's what we were last year. We were tricked into politics for a minute, and I just said, I can't take it anymore. This is so stupid. It was just, I run downstairs and read my exciting sex. We did you guys did watch Cobra Kai, didn't you?
Yeah.
Who here, by show of hands, we got addicted to that for a minute. That was That was way better than it deserved to be. I thought, oh my God, how great! Yeah, I thought, oh God,
Cobra Kai is good. I don't believe it.
It is. It's better than it deserves to be. 100%. We just interviewed Jesse Cove from the son of Martin Cove, and his stories on the set and stuff were just impressive. He said the same thing you guys said. His dad loves playing Kreese.
Yeah.
He's so glad that he got to do it again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Well, he's taken
awesome.
Kreese to a whole new level of badass too.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
and he's obviously misguided with this whole, you're with me or against me, and I will destroy you thing. He's begging that way over, but that makes him a lot more dramatic. That's what I was saying. It's fun to play a bad guy. It really. Really is.
Well, now you just got to wait for that Kreese fan fiction to come your way, so that way you can just really inhabit the character.
Well, it's funny doing this. You just, it's so exciting. You don't need 10 million fans like those guys have. William Zabka is Johnny Lawrence. Yeah. William Zabka, and I don't think he did anything after Karate Kid. I know that I saw that John Kreese, Martin Cove did a lot of stuff. I mean, he was in a lot of movies and some TV. I didn't see any of it though. I mean, I'm a fan, but I didn't see that stuff. And so when you start doing this, you're thinking, well, I got to have 1 trillion fans. But if you just find a niche and you're doing pretty well, 1,000, 10,000, 30,000 people figure out who you are, you're doing really well. You could do really well. I mean, your podcast can get a few. I know we're not helping, but if
you guys are
yeah, that's great.
Anything could happen.
Let's start talking about sex again.
Sex is the best.
Yeah.
So just watch this become like the highest rated episode.
I hope so. Fingers crossed. Especially the illustration.
So far it is, guys. So far it is.
Does pop culture work its way into the stuff you do on a recent basis? Like, did Marvel or superheroes kind of work its way into what you were working on, like while the movies and stuff were going?
Well, everybody does what's hot. So there was a lot of BDSM, man. After 50 Shades of Grey, a lot of BDSM and a whole lot of explaining it. Authors are careful. The ones who sell the most are meticulous about every detail. So they're explaining this Dom is not about hurting women. He wants to make her feel incredible. So to make her feel incredible, she wants to feel powerless. She wants to be like, do it to me, but do exactly what I want. So these guys have to be intuitive. They also talk a lot, but the authors explain this Dom is going to tie you down and force you to have like 4 orgasms. And that's not an exaggeration. In some books, they describe not 1, but 2, 3, 4 erotic events. And it's fun to, they're very creative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and also they explain that they go over ahead of time. There's a list of stuff that they're open to, or they just do not want to even try.
Yeah, hard and soft limits.
Right.
So like, there's, you're like, okay with some spanking, but no paddles. And you're okay with some shock, but not too hard of shocking or whatever.
Right.
So there's rules. Don't want a ball gag. That's for some people a very hard limit. I don't want any shit in my mouth, man. I want to be able to talk,
Yeah.
So there's and then different devices. The Sultane cross it's just an X, but the cross, some people are like, I don't want to be bound to that, and others are like, oh yeah, all day long. So they describe.
Just leave me in there. I'll be fine.
I didn't hear Blacksmith's friend.
Oh
yeah, just leave me. That's the fun part of bondage. You don't have to answer the phone, really. It's just I don't have to get the fucking door, Yeah, there are kinds of bondage that are too extreme, even for us. Obscene, really dark bondage, and involves 3 or 4 kids, a minivan, and a mortgage. That's bondage we don't do. It's bondage we already did.
Right along, man.
Yeah, they're like, this is hardcore bondage. Like, oh, shit, you didn't see nothing, man. 3 kids and a mortgage. That's now you're tied down, motherfucker.
A common theme in the book is there's always time for sex.
Oh yeah,
always time. There are no kids around. You know, no meals to be made. There's just nothing but time to just.
You know, you're going to get to finish.
Right.
Bring a lunch. You know, you're going to have time. Yeah, these guys. Oh my God! And the guys, wow, I'm like, wow. If I could bring it like these book guys, you know, Hollywood romance. It's quick. He starts tearing off her clothes. You can hit your stopwatch, and a minute or two later in Hollywood, it's over. But in a romance novel, you bring a lunch.
I want to thank you guys for coming on again. You guys have an open door policy with us. Anytime you guys want to join us, 100% you are welcome. Where can everybody find you online?
Well, there's Sexy Sugar Scrub, our wonderful promoted book, sexysugarscrub.com.
We are
churchofsecrets.org.
Churchofsecrets.org.
Churchofsecrets.org. Yeah.
Yes.
And we're GQ and Jenna.
Yeah.
You can find us on Audible. Search for Gunnar Quaylen. GUNNARQUALEN.
That's it.
There you go. Where all of our books are narrated are on Audible and iTunes and all around. But you can find us here, apparently.
Yeah.
Everybody check out John at pvdcast.com. Check out Mike at youtube.com/Mike McGTV. We are the Three Geeks. If you guys don't mind sticking around for after the credits, we'd love to talk to you some more. And everybody else, you guys have a great day.
Recycle your droids.